The question is, what have you learned from your audience feedback? In order to learn what we could have improved on and what we have accomplished well in our media music video, we asked a group of people to watch our production and complete a questionnaire giving us their views and opinions.
From the data we gathered, we have had both positive and negative feedback. However, the majority of our audience's feedback was positive, which we are very pleased about.
The first question we asked our audience was, what is your age? This allowed us to gain an insight into the audience we were targeting. The majority of people that watched our production were aged 17 to 18. We were very pleased about this, as this was our intended audience of young adults.
We also decided to ask the gender of our audience. Some of the positive feedback we received was when we asked the audience, what would you rate our music video on a scale of 1 to 10? Every audience member rated us a 6 or above, with the majority rating us as either a 9 or a 10.
When asked why they gave these ratings, the answers included things such as, I enjoyed following the story behind the video, I like the effects used when the girl is on drugs, it was shown really well that she was not herself, and there is loads of different camera shots which make it really interesting to watch. We were really pleased with this feedback, however there was also some constructive criticism that allowed us to see where we could have improved on. Some of these answers were, I like the use of lighting but it was a bit blurry and grainy in parts. I think that the song fades at the end could be made smoother, it's a bit jumpy and ruins the video a bit. The fact that someone commented on the lighting led us to understand that if we were to recreate our music video, we would ensure that the lighting was always used to full effect by using different tools such as torches and lamps to make the film look less grainy. Also, we have now learned that we need to spend more time on the audio part of our music video to ensure it has a smooth professional ending.
Continuing on from what we said about the lighting, we asked our audience on our questionnaire, was our use of lighting effective? Although the graph shows that the majority of our audience selected very, there was still room for improvement to be made. Therefore, we have learnt that lighting was one thing that made our music video less effective.
Furthermore, social media played a huge part in our audience feedback as it allowed us to see what the general public thought of our music video. The comments that we received were generally positive. One person commented saying that we had been really creative with shot types and that the pace of the video matched the pace of the song. This has allowed us to learn that the shot types we have used were effective in portraying our genre. Post-production also showed us that we need to match the pace of our video to the pace of the song to give it more of a professional look. Therefore, the fact that the audience had noticed this was very satisfying. The creative use of shot types was also backed up by the answers in our questionnaire, meaning we learnt that the creative shot types helped with the overall video.
From our audience feedback, we have also learned that having a narrative was something that's uncommon through the dance music genre. Therefore, settling up on a narrative was a risk, but we realised that this was the right choice to make as the audience enjoyed our music video. In addition, smoking and drinking was something we learned through the production process of our music video that was relatable to young adults, our intended audience. They are called signifiers. Understanding that our audience noticed these signifiers taught us that iconography is an extremely important part of any production.
Clearly our audience connected with our iconography of drug use, therefore we decided to ask the question, was our use of editing effective in portraying the use of drugs, to which the vast majority answered very. More qualitative data led us to learn that the blurred edges of the film when the teenage girl is on drugs was effective in communicating that she was not herself. Audience feedback played a large role in what we've learned about our ancillary tasks. We asked the audience, do you think the use of colour on our magazine advert is effective? To which everyone answered yes. When asked why, they said that the bright paint on the artist's face contrasted against her pale complexion, which looked alluring, making them want to buy the album. This is exactly what we wanted to happen when we created the advert, so therefore we learned that the bright colours are effective when making a dance music video.
The use of colour in our dance music video was shown through a series of close-ups and mise-en-scene.
During the process of creating our digipack, we asked numerous people to tell us their opinions of the images and fonts we'd used. The overall feedback we received is that we should further enhance the lighting and smoke on the front cover image. Through the audience's feedback, we learned what we needed to do and decided to act upon the audience's feedback and enhance the digital aspect and colour of the effects on Photoshop. This helps us to fit in with the electronic dance genre we were aiming for.
In conclusion, through audience feedback, we have discovered that our product would be a success and that 100% of our target audience would purchase our digipack if they saw it on a shelf or saw our album advertisement in a magazine. We also learned that the audience plays a major part in finding out what we did well and what we could improve on in both our main and ancillary tasks.